one and I stand on that. You and me, babe, that's black on black. Black on black. Black on black.
I'm reading a book and I'm listening to some things, and I came across this, the pressures of corporate America. Like if you don't golf, I think I was listening to a podcast. The lady was talking about, corporate culture. You got to go out drinking, and I remember Laura Coates, who used to be on this channel. She used to work at a law firm, and she would pretend to drink.
Yeah.
She would go early, get the bartender a 10, and say, keep them coming with whatever looks like whatever they're drinking. But she is such an actress. I actually witnessed her do this at one of our events at Sirius, and I said, why we even gotta pretend?
Because listen, here's the thing. Even absent all of the DEI stuff, people want to feel like they are connected to you. Some people want to connect through alcohol. Some people want to connect through conversation. Some people want to connect through y'all do the same fitness things. So I am not opposed to you putting on the occasional harmless air. So, pretending that I'm drinking a gin and tonic and it's really just, a tonic. To me, that's a harmless air. Toss a little lime in there, it's clear and bubbly. You don't know the difference, right? And I am a person who, I would not drink at corporate events because I have seen that go terribly wrong. So I do not drink at corporate events, but I may be walking around with a drink in my hand. So, I think some of that is okay, but it doesn't have to be demeaning. It doesn't have to be deteriorating. If someone says, hey, I'm not drinking, we should be able to say, okay, and not why, which is what I feel like we get more of.
Yes. Yes. Are you pregnant?
Right.
Oh, you're judgy. And I feel like I was having this conversation too. There are sometimes people who may be your bosses who are assholes and stupid, and you have to pretend that they're not either.
All the time.
So you can get...
And the way I frame that is, it's really not your concern. Many of us have heard the statement, like, it's not your concern what people think of you. Well, at work, you have to be concerned about what people think of you. And so that means you have to have a degree of influence over what people think of you, which means that regardless of what you may personally believe about this person and their intellect, whenever you go into a conversation with them, you open with something that sounds a little bit like, I always appreciate your guidance and insight. I just wanted to know if we could have a candid conversation today. Suddenly they're willing. So there's some harmless tools. We can lean into the harmless tools.
I sit here with you, Amber, having mastered corporate shenanigans in my 20s, and then decided somewhere along the way that I would not do it anymore.
Yeah.
I do kind of miss the gamesmanship of navigating those waters. I do kind of miss it because but it just didn't feel right.
We have to remember that, and I always tell folks this: there are those of us who can, and there are those of us still trying. So for those of us who can, and you Karen, gratefully we appreciate you because you can get on here and speak your mind and say your piece and all of that stuff. But for the folks who are still trying, I'm here to translate, to tell you how you need to say it at your job to keep it.
Yes. And we should keep our job. I am a job keeping proponent.
Yes.
Of that. Keep your jobs, please. Keep your jobs so that we can make the plans. Keep your jobs so that you can make your plan. The job is the seed money to your entrepreneurship venture, which is you. You're the corporate. You're the corporate. We need the seed money. We got to have the job. So that gin, take out the gin, put the tonic in with the lime, and walk around and kiki and cool and do all of the things that you need to do. Right. Get that check, get that promotion. Because here's the truth of the matter is, a lot of those folk are insecure. They don't feel good about themselves. So if you can just compliment them and make them feel like you're not scary, the boogeyman, angry person that is there to mess up their culture. It's their culture. You go home to your culture.
That's right.
And that culture, that's their culture. Give them what they need.